trying to control the multi-trillion-dollar national debt, which now totals almost $19 trillion.
But at the same time, federal dollars are being spent on some things that seem pretty ridiculous, very ridiculous. Today, Arizona Senator Jeff Flake released a list of some of that out-of-control, crazy spending, and Troy Hayden joins us live with more on this. Isn't it like the gold toilet seats we used to hear about back in the day?
I think it's worse, actually. And let me tell you what's going on here. The days of earmark spending, they're supposed to be over. Now, that was where congressmen would attach their own little pork projects to all kinds of bills. But still, we have things like this. $1.2 million, taxpayer dollars, for a giant Pac-Man game. $2.1 million to promote travel to Lebanon when Lebanon is on the do not travel list because of security concerns. And how about $1.3 million to study beer koozies? And that's not all.
Just about everybody loves pizza, right? But guess what? You, the taxpayer, paid almost $800,000 to study why college students seem to be addicted to pizza. You also paid a whopping $1.3 million for the National Science Foundation to study how a koozie keeps your beer cold.
It sounds like these projects were arrived at a frat house rather than some scientific facility. It's crazy. It really is.
Arizona Senator Jeff Flake released his waste book spending list, this time titled The Farce Awakens. With the country working to reduce deficits and come up with funds for all sorts of worthy programs, we all spent $5 million to help hipsters quit smoking by throwing parties at bars. And Duke University used federal funding for a shrimp fight club.
This was probably an agency that had extra money at the end of the year and thought if we don't spend it, we'll lose it next year. And so we're going to fund this project.
Flake says agencies get set budgets approved by Congress. And then there's little oversight into how they spend that money once they get it. That needs to change, he says.
We're spending a lot of money, and so when these agencies say you can't cut our budget, baloney.
So the question is, how do we stop this? There aren't many easy answers the way our government is set up right now, but it sure seems like somebody should be taking better care of our money, right? Maybe something to remember when we vote next year. Troy Hayden, Fox 10 News.
We've been so spoiled with all these 70-degree temperatures the past few days. Cooler weather, though, is right around the corner, and we could be seeing some rain as well. I'll tell you exactly when to expect that coming up right after the break.
Can we go back to Krista to get more on that Duke Shrimp Fight Club?
Very important,
okay. What does a short week really mean when it comes to tomorrow night's game against the Vikings? And the Diamondbacks, man, they're making a statement at the baseball winter meetings. GM Dave Stewart in sports.
La Mesa RV made over a $4 million special